everybody. This week and next I'm going to be painting a real art kitchen splashback for Simone over in Perth, which is going to wrap around her outdoor pizza oven and create the wonderful sensation of a party. This is what the artwork's going to look like. So Simone's space is this here. They're having a kitchen designed. This is my schematic, so you can see how it works around the pizza oven. We're doing it in this style. So very modern, a little bit French. Lovely light pastels in cool tones, flowers and vases, people's faces in here. And this is Mr. Fluffykins. Ah, great week ahead. Okay, so today I'm doing Simone's real art kitchen splashbacks for her pizza oven, and I just want to show you a couple of things. I'm painting the mural across 3 strips of aluminium, so Galvo, right? Why am I doing that? Well, number 1, it doesn't rust. Number 2, it's lightweight and also quite thin. I will be able to ship these over to Perth for about, I don't know, $200, $300. But to prepare these, you have to wipe them down very thoroughly with methylated spirits and then prime them with, I use a resin Galvo prime, followed by the actual mural paints, which in this case is going to be gorgeous pastels, in resin lumber cider. And it's always important to use the same paint systems throughout a project so that, you know, they're all designed to bind together, right? When I'm painting a primer, I'll always cross hatch it. And the same goes for lacquers and sealants. And that way we get a really nice sort of canvas look. What are the joys of this? Number 1, I've got seams, 1, 2. I've got aluminium that I can barely lift. And all of those seams have to match up. When I move them between each other, I'm not going to be able to reach. So they're going to have to go down on the floor, and then I've got to work on my hands and knees. Things I get myself into. So continuing on with this splashback job, I project my artworks. That is because fussy people like Simone in Perth is up to draft 8 of her lovely artwork, would like to see every bit of this exactly as I've drawn it. And really, when you're paying by the hour, why would you want me to spend time trying to draw it just to prove that I'm as clever as I think I am? So, there you go. Creating a sense of light can be one of the hardest things for clients to understand, especially when it's such a sort of semi-abstract style. So you can see here we've got shadow on the left panel, and then it goes through to much lighter on the far right panel. So this is over 4 meters. And the way that I work is to establish this pastel blue hue throughout, come back, build up my shadows, which are going to naturally be in the purples and greens, and then come back throughout again with highlights and then the middle ground blues. So for clients, you can feel like, what is she doing? Why is it suddenly all so dark? But then suddenly, these gorgeous forms appear out of nowhere. Pretty exciting stuff for lovely Simone in Perth, and I look forward to doing more. just thought I'd show you my latest creation, and as you can see there is a cutout here which is for a pizza oven. So we paint these onto aluminium because in heat and then in cold the substance contracts and expands, and likewise the resin paints that I've used on this will go up to 50 degrees Celsius, so it's going to be behind 6mm thickened glass. It's definitely going to last for a very long time, looking fabulous. So Simone's got a little fluff monkey pussycat in here, lots of fabulous characters. The feeling of that sort of late afternoon light, which as you can see I've carried from right to left. Wonderful, you know, glasses and bottles popping and people talking and bouquets of flowers and, you know, pets. There's the bird. All these wonderful characters. So I've had a ball painting this. It's a different style for me, you know, which I get a lot in my work. There you go. So all it takes is a little bit of imagination and some know-how, and wow, you've got a fantastic outdoor mural for your entertainment area. All right, see ya. Seal this movable outdoor mural. As I said, it's painted with resin paints on aluminium, and when you're sealing an artwork you want to make sure that the sealant is going to work with the substrate paint. In this case we're using all acrylics. We never use oil paints on especially outdoor artworks and things because they can yellow. There are paints that are made these days that are enamels, so gloss enamels in acrylic formulas. They're way better and stronger than any of the old oil-based paints. So in this instance I've got resin concrete clear, which is going to go over the mural, roll it on, and then I'll put on a silica powder which will prevent the artwork from sticking to the glass that our supplier will put on over the top. These two paints, the resin and the concrete clear, are designed to mesh together, and that will last years. I'm using flat. I don't want it to be shiny. Let the glass do its work. Of course, when this artwork gets behind glass, just like with our splashbacks, they look amazing. Today, this movable outdoor mural, which is going behind glass, is getting shipped. What I'm doing now is using some Johnson's baby powder, applying that all over the artwork, and that's because the silica in it, when I remove the powder with my trusty blow gun, the silica, which is invisible, is going to stay, and it stops the artwork from sticking to the glass. If I touch it, it's lovely and sort of slippery, right? A little bit like baby powder on your tile floor in your bathroom and you go, whee, right? They use it in baby powder because it stops the nappies from sticking to little bottoms. The powder itself absorbs the moisture. And when our glass installer over in Perth puts the glass over the top, it's going to enrich the colours and look like this fabulous printed version of ours. So there we have it, almost ready to go all the way to Perth via wonderful Star Trek.